Reading Minute 2 comes from Zen Shorts by John J. Muth. This one's kid-friendly. If you want to grab your little brothers or sisters, I might send this one to my niece. And as you can see, my coworker here has joined us. She found me. Which reminds me, pets are a great stress reliever during this time and great company. Perhaps you could read your SSR book to your pet. Whoa. Uncle Rye and the Moon. My Uncle Rye lived alone in a small house up in the hills. He didn't own many things. He lived a simple life. One evening he discovered he had a visitor. A robber had broken into the house and he was rummaging through my uncle's few belongings. The robber didn't notice Uncle Rye, and when my uncle said, "Hello," the robber was so startled he almost fell down. My uncle smiled at the robber and shook his hand. "Welcome, welcome. How nice of you to visit." The robber opened his mouth to speak, but he couldn't think of anything to say. Because Rye never lets anyone leave empty-handed, he looked around the tiny hut for a gift for the robber. There was nothing to give. The robber began to back towards the door. He wanted to leave. At last, Uncle Rye knew what to do. He took off his only robe, which was old and tattered. "Here," he said, "please take this." The robber thought my uncle was crazy. He took the robe, dashed out the door, and escaped into the night. My uncle sat and looked at the moon, its silvery light spilling over the mountains, making all things quietly beautiful. "Poor man," lamented my uncle. "All I had to give him was my tattered robe. If only I could have given him this wonderful moon." I chose this because the robber's really surprised when Uncle Rye is nice to him and gives him a gift. It's not what he deserved, but I just thought maybe do something nice for someone that perhaps they're not going to expect today. Maybe your friend who could use someone to talk to. You could reach out to them. Maybe do something for your parents or your little brothers or sisters in this time. That was reading minute number 2. Now I'm going to go back to this talking to my friend here. Zoe. We just had a long talk about whether she's a little baby, and she was like, "No, I'm not a little baby," but she is a little baby. Yep, I miss you guys. Reading minute number 2. Peace.